Lil Scrappy had long been a staple of love and hip-hop. Atlanta, known for his raw personality, fiery temper, and unyielding loyalty to those in his circle. Over the years, fans had witnessed his tumultuous journey, the highs and lows of his family life, relationships, and career. But no one could have foreseen the events that would culminate in Scrappy's dramatic fall from grace. It all began during a particularly explosive argument with Khaotic, a fellow cast member known for his brash attitude and knack for stirring up drama. What started as a minor disagreement quickly escalated into a full-blown confrontation. Words were exchanged, insults were hurled, and the tension reached a boiling point. Scrappy, already infamous for his short fuse, was pushed to the brink. In a moment of anger, Scrappy issued a menacing threat to Khaotic. His tone was chilling, and the words he chose left little room for interpretation. The producers and crew, accustomed to the drama of reality TV, were taken aback. This wasn't the usual heated banter. This was a line that should never have been crossed. Behind the scenes, the fallout was swift. The Love and Hip Hop franchise had always thrived on chaos and drama, but it also maintained a zero-tolerance policy for threats and violence. What was supposed to be entertainment had veered into dangerous territory. Scrappy's outburst was deemed unacceptable, and the decision-makers wasted no time. Scrappy's firing wasn't immediate, but it was resolute. After careful consideration of the potential impact on the show's reputation and the safety of its cast and crew, the decision was made to let him go. For Scrappy, the news was devastating. He had been a foundational part of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta since its inception. The show had served as a platform for his music and a window into his complicated personal life. Now, all of that was in jeopardy because of a moment of unrestrained anger. When news of Scrappy's firing surfaced, it sent shockwaves through his fan base, igniting a heated debate. Reactions were sharply divided. On one side, some fans expressed outrage at Scrappy for allowing his temper to jeopardize a golden opportunity. They lamented his inability to control his emotions, especially knowing how pivotal Love and Hip Hop Atlanta had been to his career. These critics felt that his impulsive behavior not only cost him personally, but also disrupted the dynamic of a show they had followed for years. On the other side, some fans were quick to criticize the show's producers for acting too swiftly. They argued that Scrappy's outburst, while regrettable, should have been met with mediation or counseling rather than outright dismissal. For these supporters, the decision seemed more like an overreaction than a measured response, highlighting what they saw as a lack of support for cast members navigating the pressures of reality television. Social media became a battleground, with hashtags and trending debates dominating platforms. Some posts expressed sympathy for Scrappy, viewing him as a flawed but relatable figure who had made a mistake in the heat of the moment. Others stood firmly by the producer's decision, emphasizing the importance of maintaining a safe and professional environment for everyone involved in the production. This polarized reaction underscored the unique and often precarious position of reality TV stars. Unlike traditional actors, their real lives are continuously exposed, with every mistake, misstep, and outburst broadcast for millions to dissect. Scrappy's plight was a stark reminder of the fine line these stars walk between providing entertainment and managing the personal consequences of their actions. For Scrappy, the incident not only put his career on hold, but also placed his personal life under a microscope. It highlighted the reality of being a public figure, the inability to separate one's professional persona from personal behavior. The backlash, though harsh, shed light on the pressures of performing under constant scrutiny and the significant repercussions when boundaries are crossed. Ultimately, Scrappy's story became a mirror reflecting the challenges and expectations placed upon reality TV stars, a life lived on the edge of fame, where every decision can lead to triumph or downfall. In the days following his firing, Scrappy largely remained out of the public eye. Behind closed doors, he grappled with the enormity of what had happened. His public persona had always been one of confidence and bravado, but now he faced the sobering reality of his actions. He had not only jeopardized his career, but also tarnished his reputation. Meanwhile, Khaotic, who had been at the center of the conflict, remained unaffected by the fallout. He continued to appear on the show, and while the tension between him and Scrappy lingered, it was clear that the spotlight had shifted away from Scrappy for the first time in years. Eventually, Scrappy broke his silence. In a candid interview, he expressed regret for his actions and acknowledged the role his temper had played in his downfall. "I let my emotions get the best of me," he admitted. "I've always been a passionate person, but I realize now that there's a time and place for everything. I'm sorry to Khaotic and to everyone I've let down." Despite his apology, rebuilding his career would be no easy task. Scrappy's departure from Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta marked a turning point, forcing him to confront the deeper issues that had led to his outburst. He began to explore avenues for personal growth, including anger management and therapy. Scrappy's story is a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked anger and the importance of self-control. For years, his fiery personality had been both a shield and a weapon, helping him navigate the challenges of his life. But in this instance, it had become a barrier to his success. Reflecting on his journey, Scrappy shared, "I've learned that being strong isn't about being loud or aggressive. It's about knowing when to walk away and when to stay calm. That's the real strength." As for Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta, the show continued without Scrappy. New faces joined the cast and the drama carried on. But for longtime fans, his absence was felt. Scrappy had been a central figure, and his departure left a void that was hard to fill. Khaotic, for his part, maintained his controversial reputation, but the incident with Scrappy seemed to follow him. Some fans accused him of provoking the situation, while others praised him for standing his ground. Regardless, he remained a polarizing figure, embodying the very essence of reality television drama. For Lil Scrappy, the road ahead is filled with both uncertainty and opportunity. No longer a part of the show that played a pivotal role in shaping his public persona, he now faces the challenge of redefining his career. Scrappy is determined to use this moment as a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block, focusing his energy on music, entrepreneurship, and personal growth. In a heartfelt social media post, he shared, "Life doesn't always go the way you plan, but every mistake is a lesson, and I'm learning." His words struck a chord with fans who have followed his journey over the years, many of whom see his resilience as a testament to his character. Scrappy's story serves as a powerful reminder that failure is not the end, but rather a chance to start anew. Redemption doesn't come easily, but it's within reach for those willing to confront their mistakes and grow from them. He understands that setbacks are inevitable, but how one responds to them defines the true measure of success. As he charts a new course, Scrappy remains optimistic. Whether through his music, business ventures, or personal transformation, he is committed to turning this chapter of his life into a story of triumph. For Scrappy, it's not about the fall, it's about the climb back up. And while the next steps in his journey remain unwritten, one thing is clear: his story is far from over.